kind of investors are interested in Swiss unquoted companies? Well, to find out this and more, I'm joined by founder of SWISSPE, Yann Corbaz. Welcome, Yann.
Welcome.
So who exactly are investing in Swiss companies and why? What are they benefiting?
There are many kind of investors, investment funds or pension funds. They invest for medium or short duration, maximizing their profits and limiting the risk to the amount investment in acceptable proportion. Switzerland is very attractive because the country is renowned for its stability and high education system with a very competitive and high technology industry. As the bonds markets become dissatisfied, although the equity markets become dissatisfied, although the equity market is at an acceptable level, the options to enhance performance are limited. It's only in the last few years, I would say, that there have been renewed interest for the private equity investment opportunities in Switzerland. There are also family office, an asset manager in some ways. They want to diversify their investment. Moreover, some people consider just additional amounts could be invested in project and company in Switzerland since the introduction of the negative returns decided by the Swiss national banks in order to reduce the appeal of the Swiss francs. And there are also foreign companies and groups. They are very interesting. They take advantage of the know-how and the technology developed by the target entity they acquire. The investor are also able to propose the product to its network and its customers, thereby increasing sales and development of the company. The investor can also take a full advantage of the authorization grants to the Swiss company for specific activities. The gain in time and in costs is substantial compared to foreign companies starting business in Switzerland. So it's a win-win situation. And there are also individuals, namely young retired entrepreneurs, but more active in the early stage, who want to take part in project as a result of the most varied circumstance and the startup benefits of the experience and the network of the business angel.
So what exactly are the benefits of using an expert based in Switzerland?
First, to find a company that meets the specific requirement in terms of size, domain of activity, and sometimes to convince also the shareholder to give up and negotiate the portion of the equity, even for a limited period of time. And intermediary is also pretty important for monitoring the company, its activities and development, and for implementing the strategic decision of the investors that should also be in compliance with any applicable local laws and regulation.
So would you have recommendations then in terms of amounts and the durations of investments?
It depends on the investors and the strategy of investment. Investment project between, I would say, 3 to 12 million Swiss francs are attractive. The development is potentially important, and the investment duration is between 3 to 7 years in order to maximize the capital gain. Other smaller investment opportunities from $500,000 Swiss francs are interesting. Growth and gain are particularly attractive. Even it's more difficult to evaluate and to predict the development of the company, the gain is potentially high and the loss is pretty limited.
So in the absence of investments then, what are the options for Swiss companies?
Diversification, restructuration, partnership with Swiss or foreign companies in order to generate revenue for self-financing and attractive investors. And in specific circumstances for more investment amounts, crowdfunding, but it's another topic.
A topic for another day then. Thank you so much for your insight today, Yann.
Thank you.
That's all from Yann and myself for now. Thanks for tuning in and be sure to keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV.